these meditations, there's two goals. Primary goal is truly learning how to develop the highest level of what it means to be a human being living here, where we really are here serving a higher force, deferring to other people, learning how to love unconditionally, learning how to truly, I mean, look, how many times have I said it? I'll repeat it again. Happy people are enlightened people, not people that are very wise and people that can read the Bhagavad Gita or the Bible or, this has nothing to do with it. It's a very human thing. We're born on the earth to develop ourselves as human beings. We're born on the earth to learn how to transform all the things that weigh us down into lightness of being. That's what the purpose of this, life is about. And how it manifests in our daily life, tells us how evolved we are. Can we have patience with ourselves and other people? Can we, learn how to live unconditionally in the world? Please, Elaine, I'm sorry, Elaine, that's not a good thing to do while the class is going on. It's, look, I don't want to get on people's cases, but it comes back to a simple reality. You're all sitting in your own houses, you're all sitting in your own bedrooms, living rooms, wherever. But every time you move, like you're drinking water, it disrupts the entire energy of this meditation. And I mean that. You don't see it because you're by yourself, but I'm telling you, I'm sitting here in front of 35 people, and those movements disrupt the energy of the class. Also is learning the discipline of how to sit still, which is fundamentally essential if you're going to have a spiritual life, to be able to transcend itch, thirst, this, that, hot, cold, whatever, things that bother people. I mean, I don't want to do this to walk around, waving a whip at everybody, but I say it for a reason, because this class is a very refined energy. And if people don't really participate with everybody else in keeping, that energy very refined and very deep, it disrupts the class. I don't know how other people teach this. If people move, they fidget, they drink, I don't know. I don't really know what other people do with Rudy's work, but I know how Rudy taught it, and I know how I teach it, and I don't want to be a taskmaster, but please don't move. I'm telling you, it disrupts everything if you move. And also to master sitting, to get beyond an itch, an annoyance, a little thirst. That really is a major step on the path to opening a door that will allow one to detach themselves from all the things that bother them on the earth and truly connect with a higher force in the universe. Anyway, I'm tired. I feel like a broken record about this moving thing, So please sit still. I don't want to have to keep repeating myself. Anyway, where was I? I was about unconditional love. All right, look, what we really want as an end product, as the ultimate reward of this meditation or any spiritual practice, is to learn how to live here with an open heart, to be happy, to truly overcome all of our righteousness, our indignation, or the way we look at the world and politics, et cetera, and open our heart and let people be, let life be. This world has been created around us. Everything on this planet, everything in the universe is a manifestation of higher energy in the universe, which means that everything in the universe is sacred. It's only because we see things from, polarity of mind, conflicting things, because the mind brings conflict on. That, that harmony, that balance, that love, diminishes. Well, our job in this meditation is to get strong enough to live that way. And my God, I think, I mean, look, everybody wants what? To be happy. I've had people tell me it's impossible, but they never told me they didn't want it. Well, in this meditation we practice, it's possible because we have a tool that can develop a chakra system that allows the heart to open, that allows it to stay open, that allows us to live here, and to truly interact with life through surrender, through openness, through love, through and bigger than anything else, forgiveness. To forgive all the bullshit that goes on in the world. I mean, I remember I mentioned this before. I had a conversation with God, There's a guy who once wrote a book called Conversation with God. It became a bestseller, I had a conversation with, and I told, I said to God, look, I said, I didn't create this place. You created this. Fixing it is your responsibility. I will do whatever I can do to help build this situation and transform those people that I can touch. And the rest of it, to me, it's just, a manifestation of higher energy in the universe. And I have to respect it. I have to deal with it unconditionally. I have to understand that if I want to get free of my karma, then the human thing has to grow up inside me. And all that means is the heart stays open. That's all it means. The heart stays open. And how does that work? We got to build a system inside that enables that to take place. That's the first step. The second step is a connection with spirit, where that door opens and suddenly we are being nurtured by, this higher energy in the universe. Call it Shakti, call it energy, call it whatever you want. I had a realization the other day, everybody's trying to decipher the world and make sense out of it. And the thing that, became so obvious to me is that higher energy manifests in its initial stage as the Om sound, the sound of creative energy. That sound is creating everything. It's creating humans, it's creating animals, insects, stones, water, everything is a manifestation of that sound. You understand? What happens is we take it into our heads and then we start, deciphering it and making it become English, Portuguese, Swedish, and it becomes like the Tower of Babel, And instead of just being a manifestation of Om, all of creative energy, we rationalize it and we bring it down to our own understanding of what life is all about. And our understanding in comparison to infinite energy in the universe is like literally like a grain of sand on a beach. So when you get the chakra system working, it demands surrender. It demands letting go. It demands that we really open to receive the Om sound, to receive the sound of creative energy and let it flow through us and nurture us. And with that flowing through us and nurture us, it brings into our lives the wisdom of God. And it enables us to function differently on the earth. I mean, these are basic principles of this meditation that we practice. I mean, it could sound far out, but it's not far out. It's very simple. So what our work is to build an inner life that enables us to do, the things I'm talking about. Not Stuart's path. I don't want people on my path. Nobody can be on my path. I couldn't be on Rudy's path. I can't. I do what I do, and I allow that energy to create my life. Miraculous as it is, it does. it creates my life. And it gives you a certain kind of wisdom, which is not translatable into the way we think in English or Portuguese, or, I have students all over the world now. But just that energy flowing and creating our life. And then we have to be wise enough to let it do it and take advantage of what is being created around us. Okay, I had no plans on talking before class, but anyway, God bless you all. And excuse me, we'll have a meditation and just try to let go, Your idea of the world, I mean, it's like, it's like in the movie Casablanca, what I believe is like a hill of beans comparison to what's going on in the world, And any one of us's idea of the world is like a hill of beans in comparison to the stuff that is going on in this world and in this universe and in the infinite nature of the universe. And our job is to let go and to allow that energy to truly flow through us and allow it to open all the doors that are necessary to open that lets us work out our karma and become one with God. So we'll have a meditation class. Please try to work very deeply inside. Does anyone have a question they would like to?
Hi, Stuart. Hi, Stuart.
Yes.
Is it true that we could burn up more in a class like this? Stuff that keeps us from a quiet mind, more powerfully here than when we meditate alone?
Look, I don't know. All I know is this class is very powerful. I know my own experience in this class transforms a lot of stuff inside me. Class is powerful. I see the changes that take place in people because of this class. And I'm not here to compare it and contrast it with what you do at home. You know better than I do whether or not this class is more powerful or the class that you do at home. My job is not, it's not to tell you which is better. It's just to do what I do. That's my job. I come, I sit, I do this meditation. I try to work with everyone who attends. I try to transmit Shakti. And whether or not it's as powerful as what you do at home, I don't know. Whether it's as powerful as if you went to somebody else's class, will it transform you? I don't know. All I know is that my job is to transmit the kind of energy we all experience in this class. And I'm not here to judge it. I'm not here to say it's better or worse than anything else. It just is what it is. I thank God it is what it is, because I'll tell you frankly, since I've been doing this Zoom stuff, I really have changed inside. I don't even understand why, but I have changed so profoundly in myself that I'm grateful to see all of you here participating in this, getting what you need for your life out of this, I hope. And, and whether or not is stronger or weaker or upper or downer or better or worse, it's none of my business. It's really none of my business. My business is to just do what I do. And then you can tell me, is it stronger or is it weaker? I don't know, I don't know what goes on while you meditate at home. And who cares? Do both. You understand? Who cares? Do both. Do this, get the energy and Shakti of this very deep class, and sit at home because you need you need a continuum of working on yourself. So you come to these classes, sit at home for 20 minutes to a half hour. And what's powerful, less powerful, it doesn't matter. I'm not here to judge anybody or anything. I'm here to, just do what I do, for God's sake. It's hard enough to do what I do without judging whether it's better or worse. I don't want to be involved in that. Does anyone else have a question?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, I'm not in competition with anybody, People can go and study wherever they want. I mean, you don't have to, just if you leave. I mean, I know teachers. You go study with somebody else, and I will chop your head off. It's not my business. My business is to nurture whoever comes here. My business is to do the best I can for anyone that attends these classes. And when people stop attending, I just take their name off the list. That's it. I don't have the Kundalini CIA tracking people down to see, what they're doing. I don't care. I'm not interested. My job is to work with people that come here. That is my job. If people don't want to come, it's their business. I'm not offended. I can't save the world. I can do what I can do for whomever comes. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? And I love doing this. I really do. I couldn't think of a better way of spending an hour and a half of my time during the day than doing what goes on in these meditations. And the best part about it is I see people growing. I see, the light twinkling in their eyes. I see love inside them. I see people transforming the kind of heaviness of life into a lightness of being. I love it. It inspires me to work. I like the fact that people, have made a commitment and they attend these classes. That inspires me also. That's people don't, most people don't show up once every 6 months and think that having a class and getting a little energy is going to help them have a spiritual life. It's not. I mean, I had some guy send me an email about a week ago. I studied with so-and-so, and he mentioned the wrong name, frankly. I studied with so-and-so and blah, 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 da, da. And this is 30 years ago, and I'm getting in touch with you to find out if I'm doing the double breathing exercise properly. I mean, that was staggering to me, that somebody is getting it, not that they want to come and learn, and this, am I doing the double breathing exercise properly, And I don't know. I mean, it's amazing the kind of emails I get from people. And then they get pissed off at me if I don't answer their emails. But then it's none of my business. My job, as I say, is to nurture whoever comes here. Every one of you fits right into my heart. Every one of you is precious. Every one of you is worth having an extraordinary life. And whatever thing I can do to help that to come about, that's what I'm here to do. And the ultimate goal is a oneness with God, a spiritual life. That's the last stop on the elevator, a spiritual life. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? And I'm having fun during the day. I've gotten back into the art business again. I love it. It's treasure hunting, and it's really extraordinary what you turn up. It's extraordinary, the things that come, and it fills in the time. It's just a good thing to do during the day for me. I enjoy it. I like treasure hunts. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask?
Can you speak to the difference of asking for what we're asking for, surrender, open, grow spiritually, and acceptance?
Well, you accept your limitations. You accept who you are at this moment. It's a very difficult thing to do because then you got to accept the total you, the good, the bad, all the things inside. And then you ask for help to grow. And when help is being given to you through Shakti, energy, you accept it and you're just grateful for it and let it work on you. Or do I have to go on, or is that good?
No, that was perfect. Accept the help rather than just accept what's not working, or accept where we are, but as if not more importantly, accept the help for the growth.
That's right. And then you ask. Ask, they say, and ask and you will receive, and it's true. And asking depends upon your need to grow, how deeply you really need to have a spiritual life. And that's where the asking. And then the acceptance of whatever teachings are given to you step by step. Whatever you find out about yourself, step by step. Whatever you have to surrender, step by step. Don't start at the top of the pyramid. You need to build the pyramid from the base up. Does anyone else have a question?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay. Thank you so much, and God bless you all for being part of this. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Tomorrow there'll be another class, and I hope you all attend. And if you know people that are interested, I'm always open for getting new students. It's a hard thing to do because, but if you know people, I'm very open to receiving new students and maybe somehow ultimately finding this Rudy's teacher of the Aquarian age. Wouldn't that be something? I would love to do that. Always been in the back of my head. Okay, bless you all. Thank you. And I hopefully will see you all tomorrow evening. Thank you. Bless you.
Thank you.